Alrighty, good afternoon and welcome to another beekeeping video with Brian. How about I get into the picture somewhat? In this video I'm going to be starting with my grumpy hive. I call it my grumpy hive. I mean, it's not really grumpy all the time, but it is feistier than my other hives. I don't know why, it just always has been. And to add just a little bit of spice into my beekeeping video this afternoon, I'm going to let you know that I've discovered that my hive has my bee suit has a tear in it. So things could get a bit lively if the bees discover that. Like Smog, the dragon, it's right here under my wing. Little gap in my armor plating. So what we're going to do first is we're going to give these bees a little bit of smoke, just to let them know we're on our way. And then we're going to start, without further ado, we're going to get into the hive. And we're going to have a look. Now, as always, it's summertime. Things can change pretty quickly with beehives. And because of where I live, our beehives are probably on a different timeline to the rest of Melbourne, to be honest. What they do is, because it's cooler up here, our summer starts later and our winter begins sooner. And what that means is that my swarm season is a little bit different to everybody else's. We're a little bit delayed behind the others in terms of swarm season, so it can happen a bit later. I've got a wasp bothering me right now, which really annoys me, but fun fact, I found the wasp nest. So tonight we're going to hit it with some wasp dust, and that should sort them out. No more wasps for a while. Take the pressure off my bees somewhat. Right, so the first thing I do, lift the lid slightly, and then, being a clever little squirrel, put a bit of smoke in there. And sometimes what I do, well, not sometimes, most of the time, what I do is I go to one of my other hives and I give them a puff of smoke too, which starts mellowing them out a little bit ahead of time. So this is 3 of my hives. I've actually got 4. We'll be looking at all 4 today. The 4th one is my baby hive, and I've purposely put that somewhere else so the wasps couldn't find it for a while. And they have found it. That's all right. I know where the wasps live now. So this hive, I think I might have stole some eggs from last week. I didn't steal honey from this hive, but I stole baby bees. And I want to see, of course, how much honey they're making. I'm not feeding this hive at the moment. I just want to see how much honey it makes. And I shouldn't really have to feed hives in summertime. Most of you probably don't, but like I say, we don't get the same warmth that other parts of Melbourne do. We're typically 5 degrees cooler. So if it's, 20 degrees down there, it's only 15 up here, which is very marginal for bees. And it also changes up the flowers when they flower as well. I just want to have a look at some of the central frames here and see if I can figure out how well these bees are doing. They don't like smoke, and I don't blame them. I don't really like doing it, but I tell you what, I'd rather have, nice calm bees than an absolute nightmare. So let's have a look at this, and there you go. They're not all coming out swinging. Quite a bit of honey on this frame. It's starting to get quite heavy, and by the looks of that feels like about a good solid 3 or 4 kilos. I reckon that one's not far off being full. Have a look at this one, much lighter. Tell as soon as you lift it. The smell of honey though. You can see all the honey glistening in there. Just for the viewers here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's glistening honey starting to cap it off on this side. These are mostly full, these, so that's about half full frame. And I'll show you this one as well, because I don't think you got a good look at it. Here we go. Sorry girls. See that? Just starting to cap up honey. Beautiful. So the way this hive is going, I don't think I'll get a lot of honey out of it, but it would be really nice, because honey's yummy. I mean, we all like honey. That's why one of the reasons we do beekeeping, for sure. it'd be nice to get a couple of frames. So there's another one, steadily capping out. I reckon give that, you know, 3 or 4 weeks, I'll have some full frames of honey. That's beautiful. And by the way, if you enjoy my beekeeping videos, it'd be awesome if you could subscribe. I am trying to grow the channel. That one there, pretty much empty. It's one I put in a couple of weeks ago. Normally they work on the middle ones, but I can see they know what they're doing. They're working on the outside ones at the moment. So I'll leave them to their own devices. As you can see, a few bees there didn't quite get the idea with the smoke, so they're coming up to be a bit curious as to what's going on. That one, again, also filling up nicely. Bit of a weird frame, that one. Now in this hive I have a queen excluder, by the way. And if you don't know what a queen excluder is, it's a little frame. I'll just calm them down. Calm your farm, girls. Calm your farm. If you don't know what a queen excluder is, it's basically a little frame that the queen with her larger body can't get through, and drones can't get through it either. And you put that between the brood box, which is this lower box here, that's the brood box, and the honey box, or the honey super. And that means in this one you don't get any eggs or baby bees, you just get honey, which makes it super easy at harvest time. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pop in here, and you'll see my queen excluder. You'll also see quite a few more bees come out. Now some people use plastic queen excluders, some people use metal. Plastic are a whole heap cheaper, of course, but metal, I reckon they're better for your bees, because you can probably see a metal queen excluder's got these round white edges which don't, you know, catch on the bees. They're less abrasive, less damaging for the bees. Looking at my girls now, just seeing them do their thing. Okay girls, I'll leave you to it. Another bit of a tickle with the smoke. You do find as you do an inspection more bees come back, so you smoke it up once, a few hundred bees will come back a few minutes later. They won't realise they're being inspected, they won't appreciate it. Sure enough, they act to protect the hive. Now you think about bees in a beehive, really. My human body is many times the size of these bees. They don't care about that. All they care about is their hive. They're going to try and keep it safe any way they can. Here we go. This could be fun. What I'm looking for here is brood and queen cells. This one's got some honey on it, which is pretty normal. Even though that's a brood box, you generally find that bees will put honey on the outside of the brood box. And they'll do that because honey is not only food for them, it's insulation. And that one's got plenty of pollen in there. Just going to take the time to have a look at my bees. Just visually inspect for signs of deformed wings or varroa or any other nasties. I'm not seeing any. Now I know that looking at them is not the best way. An alcohol wash or a detergent wash would be the best way to look for varroa. I'm not doing one of those today. Not seeing any problems, not seeing any fungus or anything like that, which is good. I'll have a look at this one. Again, more food, not seeing queen cells. It's a bit unusual to have 2 food frames on the outside of the hive. Normally I'll be seeing eggs by now. This one looks like a food frame as well. No, we've got eggs and we've got fresh larvae, which is exactly what I want to see. And I'm seeing bees scurry back and forth. I accidentally pinched one then, I didn't mean to. She was protesting. She didn't sting me, she was just going, "Hey, get off me, you big bug." So I did. Let her do her thing. Bit of honey, bit of brood. So even though I haven't seen the queen yet, it does tell me that this particular hive is what they call queenright. Now queenright means you have a queen. And look at that. That's really solid brood pattern. Can you see that? Those are all sealed eggs. But around the outside you'll see a bunch of, I don't know if you can see it on the iPhone, but you can certainly see it on the GoPro. A lot of larvae that haven't yet been capped. I'm going to be very gentle with this because my queen could be in this mix. And heaps more there. Haven't seen her, but that's okay, super gentle. And by the way, this thing on my head, it's actually a GoPro. GoPro 13, or GoPro HERO 13 black. And I'm just sort of toying with it. It shoots excellent quality video, and the sound quality is pretty good too. Then we have another middle frame. For some reason there's honey on it, so I've only got 2 frames of eggs. Let's have a look at this final frame, and we've got some eggs there too, so that's a bit weird. We've got a queen who's laying not in the 2 middle frames, but she's laying, you know, so there was a frame in the middle she wasn't laying in. Have another look, see if we can spot her. So I've got one single solitary drone cell there. Can't see any evidence of queen cells being built. So I have a queen, she is laying. The hive is not in any danger of swarming. Now for those of you that have stopped by my channel and you're watching this video, if you like beekeeping, I post a fair few beekeeping videos. I've been doing it for about 6 years now. I've gone through a few winters, lost a few hives. It'd be awesome if you like beekeeping, if you could subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to grow it. And as you can see, I'm gently sliding the queen excluder down, trying not to hurt any bees. I don't want to squash them. Invariably some will not make it through this inspection, but I try to keep that number to an absolute minimum. I love my bees. They're amazing creatures. Not too happy with me, but you know, you get that on the big jobs. Let's put this frame back on. Now if that was full of honey, I would not be able to do this. Look at all these girls just hanging around out on the outside there. Can't see it on the iPhone, so do stop by the GoPro footage. Do check that out, you get a different perspective. Same, you know, yibbida yibbida Aussie bogan talk. That's me, Aussie bogan. And yeah, but the GoPro just gives you that different point of view. See a bit about my beekeeping hobby. I took it up when I was about 50. Needed another hobby, something to do. And bees are fascinating animals. Like a never-ending puzzle. But there you go, girls. You've done well. You've done awesomely well. Super happy with how that went. They're not all that happy by the sound of them, are they? But if you saw the last video on this hive, you'd know that they were a fair bit feistier then. So this inspection's actually gone pretty well. They've been pretty mellow. There we go, girls. Now the reason, by the way, I'm not feeding this hive, as soon as I start putting sugar in there, the honey changes flavour. It becomes a lower grade. And if I want good honey, I've got to not feed them for a while. So yeah, that's it for this video. Loads of fun. Thanks for stopping by my channel. And if you enjoy this video, yeah, give us a follow. Plenty more to follow.